I've come to Cranley in the heart of Surrey. Vanessa Ford Robbins and her partner Nick Huddy fell in love with this Victorian gate lodge, and in January 2009 bought it with 7 acres of land for £250,000. This Grade 2 listed building has been abandoned and left as a ruin for nearly 50 years.
When we first got here, you couldn't see through the gates. It was completely overgrown, brambles and everything, and 7 acres of laurel.
She's very, very picturesque, obviously. But it's got a lot of history. It's Victorian, and I've worked on Victorian buildings for most of my life. So it just seemed absolutely right.
I mean, it's just the gingerbread house. I mean, it's... it just sort of grabs you and just says, you're mine.
Nick is a carpenter and Vanessa is a theatre producer, and both have a passion for traditional building crafts. They've both done restoration work before, but this fairy tale cottage will be the first home they've made together.
Hi, you must be Nick. Nice to meet you. How are you?
You must be George.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
You've got to explain to me what we've got going on here.
Well, this is Squeak and that's Bubble, because you'll have to get to know them anyway.
Bubble and Squeak?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
What do you know about the building? Because it's incredibly ornate and decorative for what is really just a simple gate lodge. I mean, someone's really, really gone for it with all this decoration to make it look like a little gingerbread house in some ways. You feel like you just eat little bits of it, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's had quite a lot of names. It was called Scary Cottage at one point, but then I think it was called covered in ivy and looking pretty rank and dirty. We started to clean it up.
So why have you taken this on?
Well, if you'd found it sort of going through the brambles and suddenly found this place, then I had the opportunity, wouldn't you?
I probably would, actually.
Nick and Vanessa discovered Longhurst Lodge while walking in the nearby woodlands. When they found it was for sale, they made an offer and 6 weeks later became the proud new owners. While they complete the build, they'll be living in a mobile home on site. Enclosed by 2 walls and a listed 10-foot wrought iron gate, the gate lodge sits in 7 acres of laurel-filled woodland, next to the driveway which leads to the heart of the original Baynard's estate, a quarter of a mile away. The 2-up, 2-down cottage with the lean-to at the back has a tiny footprint of just 370 square feet.
Look at that. Gosh, it's tiny. It's the teeniest, cutest little thing ever, isn't it?
But this is about it.
So you've started doing some work already, I see. Put a few joists in and things?
Yeah, there was holes in the roof. There's a hole in this floor. I mean, a huge hole. And the pavers were just covered in the rubble, which had come down through it. You could see the jackdaws coming and going. Looked good in the starry night, but...
Not very wind and water times.
No, not very, not very. So that was the most important thing, get a new hat on, which is why the roof came so early.
For Nick and Vanessa, this project is a labour of love, and ideally they'd like to move in by Christmas in 7 months' time. They have a budget of £100,000 and have also received a small grant from the Surrey Historic Buildings Trust.
This is the little lean-to, what was the kitchen, we think.
So it was a kitchen in this spot, you reckon?
Yeah.
And then what's it? This is the tiniest little room in here.
Well, there
Is
was
this a little larder or something before?
That was the bathroom.
That was the bathroom!
You're looking at where the bath was. Those are the scars in the wall.
Chased into there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they used to have a tiny little earth closet,
So
we think.
to your right, that hole in the wall, that was the breather for an earth closet.
Oh my
You know an earth closet?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The bucket where you do your business.
Yeah, and
sprinkle
just
with
slosh
earth
it
and
out
the
there.
Council come and take it away.
Nice.
Yeah, this is pre-everything.
Yeah.
There's no electricity ever here, no gas, no sewage. That's one of those things we're not going back to, actually, because I do like modern convenience. But...
I don't blame you. And then through here, we've got another room.
Yeah.
It is the smallest little series of spaces, isn't it?
It's tiny.
Tiny,
And the
tiny
staircase,
little
of
rooms.
course, went all the way up here.
Is this all safe up here?
Yeah.
Ish.
Ish.
It's teeny, look at it, it's so cute. I love it. It's got so much character, hasn't it?
Well, Nick's standing in the landing.
Which
and
will be the landing.
I'm now going through the door into the bedroom.
Which will be
What we think.
the teeniest, cutest little room. It's fab. And this must be a new window, surely, because that's immaculate.
That's my first window.
You made that?
Yeah.
You did not.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Because I wanted to do something for the lodge that was mine. I mean, Nick is the builder and he's the maestro, but I wanted to do just something that would be mine.
You know, the big steps that you've made with this building already are brilliant.
Nick has already completed a course on traditional lime plastering, and Vanessa is learning the art of glassmaking.
You're a pretty hands-on guy anyway.
Yeah.
It seems like you're quite skilled. But to actually go out there, educate yourself in new skills just for this building to bring it back to life is incredible.
Both of us feel the same way. It's part of the fun of it all, isn't it? It's one thing to stick bricks together, it's another thing to do it the old style as well as the new style. Get the best of both worlds.
You're both hardcore restoration warriors.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Absolutely brilliant. So is that it? Have we seen everything?
Yeah, I think we have.
That is it. That's the smallest tour I've ever done of any property, ever.
In the original building on the ground floor, there'll be a kitchen leading through to a small separate utility room and toilet at the back. Also adjoining the kitchen, there will be a formal dining room. Upstairs, there'll be 2 small bedrooms nestled within the traditional roof. Because the original building is so small, Nik and Vanessa want to build a new 2-storey extension to create a new living room on the ground floor with a large master bedroom suite above. This room will have large windows and a romantic balcony so they can enjoy the beautiful woodland views. Perhaps being carried away by its charm, Nik and Vanessa have bought this tiny Grade 2 listed building without any planning permission to extend. I'm worried they've risked everything on the gate lodge without ever being certain they'll be able to comfortably live in it. Despite no formal training, Nick's already drawn the initial plans for the proposed extension, taking on board all of the planning constraints.
They will allow you to do a 40% extension under the conservation guidelines.
Yep, that's right. Yeah.
So how big's this one?
Around about 34% mark, give or take a fraction.
Okay. So you've got another 6% to play with.
That's
if you really
right.
wanted to.
That's right.
I don't think I've ever come across a couple who are so perfectly matched to the building that they've bought. They absolutely love it. But not just the finished thing, they also love the idea of the process, recrafting their skills, if you like, to add their touch to the building. But they still haven't got planning permission. And as it stands, this building is just far too small to live in.
Vanessa and her partner Nick have taken on a tiny Grade 2 listed gate lodge in Surrey, but it's really not big enough to live in. They want to add an extension at the back, which will need planning permission, and today is the pre-planning meeting.
It's all a bit nerve-wracking, really. I just hope that we've done the plans right and that Nick's drawn them right.
Not one for red tape, Nick has stepped aside to let Vanessa face the planners alone. He's hoping her theatrical background will charm them.
I get a bit tongue-tied. It's all that sort of stuff, you know. It's much easier because she's very fluent and very persuasive, and that's exactly what we need at the moment. You know, it's not an easy thing in application for planning permission.
For Nik and Vanessa, the extension is critical to give them the extra space they need for the lodge to be a functional home. Without it, their dreams are compromised.
How'd it go?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
Really all right?
I think so, yeah.
Brilliant.
While Nik and Vanessa have positive news about their extension, I want to find out more about the history of the building. Longhurst Lodge was originally part of the 2,000-acre Baynard's estate, with the grand house dating back to the Tudor period. On the estate perimeter were not 1 but 4 gate lodges, and Nik and Vanessa's was by far the most architecturally interesting. Baynard's house burned down in 1979, but luckily drawings of it do survive at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, and I'm hoping that they'll hold some clues to our lodge's quirky design. Architectural historian Matthew Whitfield has some 19th century plans of Baynard's house when it was remodelled by the renowned architect Thomas Rickman. Rickman's brief was to double the size of the house, but keep the original Tudor character intact. A sweeping driveway was added, and next to its grand gated entrance, our lodge was built, in a Tudor revival style that matched the main house.
The lodge is there at the edge of the park to announce something to the passing visitor about what the large house is about architecturally. So it's just a teaser.
Up until the 18th century, large impressive country houses belonging to landowners were visible to the surrounding local village or town.
In the 18th century, with the fashion for landscaped parkland, the house is then repositioned, local roads are rerouted so the house can sit quite happily in its own parkland, because the preference then is for more privacy. And then you're left with this problem. How do I still advertise my status and taste even though I'm sitting quite privately in a large park? So you take a little architectural device, sit it at the edge of your carriage drive, at the edge of your parkway, and then you can advertise that desire for status as well as maintaining your privacy. It's a retreat from broader society, and it's really emphasising this idea that the aristocracy are completely a breed apart.
By giving this new gate lodge a Tudor revival look and covering it in heraldic motifs called pargetry, the estate owner was using the lodge to advertise the grand Tudor house, hidden at the end of the driveway.
It's such fun.
With her passion for the arts and crafts, Vanessa has enrolled on a local glassmaking course to learn how to reglaze the decorative bay windows in the gate lodge. She's using original slumped Victorian glass set in traditional lead.
I would cry.
Not to be outdone by Vanessa, Nik is handcrafting the window frames in his workshop, using oak from a nearby woodland.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Oh my God, this is brilliant. You're a bit of a dab hand, aren't you? Look at that. Oh, nice little mortise and tenon joints and everything. You're the man. Because you're kind of learning as you go along, has it become quite frustrating how long things are taking?
I always want to go faster, yeah, but no, at the same time, I've got to go slowly because it's so easy to make a mistake, and it's a right pain. The lead time on getting a new piece of timber is a couple of weeks or 3. So yeah, you don't want to make any mistakes. It's all very steady Eddie.
True to their love for traditional building techniques, Nik and Vanessa are using lime wash to paint the outside of their lodge. As ever, their approach is a little unconventional.
I'm about 14 stone and I'm going to land in pig piss.
Let him swim, make him walk the plank.
Any flicks are purely accidental.
So I didn't do that on purpose, I genuinely didn't. Otherwise we're going to have a lime wash fight. It's like painting the Humber Bridge.
Yeah, it's about 4
4 or 5 layers, yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, you're going to need at least, I would have thought.
The lodge's grand facade is starting to take shape, but a big question about its future still hangs in the balance. An essential part of Nik and Vanessa's restoration project is to build a new extension, increasing the square footage by up to 40%. Without it, this tiny house will struggle to work as a functional home. After several months of waiting, a decision from the planners is imminent.
Nik is really, really, really scared. I am really scared. It's the one decision that, of course, we have no control over. I think for us, this little process has been, without a doubt, the most stressful.
If they don't get planning, it's back to the drawing board, and their dreams will be shattered. At long last, it's decision day on their extension.
Wherever
Surrey Borough Council, acting as local planning authority under the provisions of Part 3 of Town and Country Law as amended, do hereby grant... Hereby grant planning permission for...
It's fantastic news. It's absolutely fantastic news.
I was basically expecting to get knocked back. So I'm always very negative about authorities and things like that. So this is a real big plus.
Shall we go and bash down that wall? Shall we get going?
After breakfast. That's good. Oh, yeah. Very good.
It's 6 months since I was last on site, and Nik and Vanessa have made great progress. Your windows are in.
I know.
Your windows are in. They look fantastic.
That was a great moment.
There he is.
Here he is.
Boy wonder.
He's
Hello,
done.
mate.
It's been
How
a
you
while.
doing?
How are you?
It's been a while.
You've been slightly busy.
Very busy.
Just a
Been
little
few
bit.
late evenings, yeah.
Look at this. It looks brilliant.
There's a couple of mornings where you wake up with a few aches and pains, you know, yeah.
A few mornings. It's every
Every morning. So, oh, the bones aren't working as well as they used to.
The pills, it hurts.
Should we do some work then? Oh, the first one. How many of these have you done? How many?
I honestly don't know, 5,000, something like that.
Oh, man. Instead of using plasterboard, purists Nik and Vanessa are staying faithful to the original construction of their gate lodge, using traditional lime plaster blended with horsehair, which is then applied onto timber lathes.
So look at that. Amazing. It's like hairy porridge.
Nik puts his recently acquired skills into practice.
It's lovely stuff, but not easy. That is rubbish.
Probably wants another 2 or 3 days before it's ready, before it's properly set.
And you said you wanted to be finished by Christmas.
No, I'll be in by Christmas. I didn't say I'd be finished.
That's true, actually.
No, I'll be in. I'll be sleeping in this room by Christmas, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
But Christmas is like 2 weeks. That's it.
A breeze then, isn't it?
And what about downstairs? What about your kitchen?
Yeah,
What
you
about-
build it, you get out of bed and you go down and build it, but it's a lot warmer in here once that fire's running than it is down in the mobile home, I can tell you.
So you're just going to rough it and camp out?
Well, if you call that roughing it, yeah. You go and live in the mobile home, you'll think this is luxury.
Desperate to get out of the caravan they've been living in for 9 months, Nik and Vanessa are pushing themselves to move into the gate lodge, despite it having no kitchen or bathroom.
Fire crackling in the grate, the Christmas tree, our little sitting room.
Even though the project is far from finished, they've moved in. And after enduring months of caravan showers, as a bit of a Christmas treat, they've installed a temporary bath.
And this is going to be a fantastic first bath.
It's the first time this lodge has been lived in for 50 years.
Cheers again, Mrs. Lodge. First bath in the house. Doesn't get much better, does it?
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Nik and Vanessa have met their deadline of moving into their Tudor Revival Gate Lodge by Christmas. Although it's a big improvement on the caravan, as winter sets in, their euphoria is starting to wear off.
Yeah, living in the lodge has been a bit up and down. It's been quite cold at times, so there's heaters going on in rooms where there's plaster that's drying out. We actually scored -7 here, and the pipes temporarily froze. Yeah, Vanessa's been finding it quite difficult. It's the dust, being on a building site, and it's a lot for a woman to take. And she wants to go out to places and do nice things, and all the clothes are constantly covered in dust.
Camping out in the lodge but still cooking in the caravan is taking its toll.
when it's really, really, really cold, the gas freezes. I didn't think gas froze, but it does. So we don't have any gas. No. And also when it's very, 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 very cold, we don't have any water. Oh, got tired a little bit.
While Nik and Vanessa continue to battle with living on a building site, I'm visiting local collector Charles Brooking. He has an array of original artefacts from Baynard's mansion, the large country house on the estate served by Longhurst Lodge.
Oh my word. It's like the most incredible collection of windows I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I cover the history of the English window, the door, the staircase, the fire grate. It's going to be established as a national collection for the use of architects and people like yourselves.
See, I thought I was coming to see a salvage yard, but this is actually a museum.
It's an academic centre. Don't call it a salvage
No.
yard.
No, it's amazing.
The fun bit is I've got 2 cast iron shutter knobs here for you from Baynard's 1830s, and they're a gift to your couple who are doing this marvellous restoration.
These are a gift?
Yes, and they're Tudor roses, and they will be a nice symbol for that lodge, which I know has got pargeting, and it's an enchanting situation.
Honestly, Nik and Vanessa would be absolutely chuffed to bits to think that these came out of Baynard's and they can be reused and recycled and preserved in the restored lodge. Is just brilliant.
With its architectural flourishes, Baynard's mansion was a grand estate that demanded a team of people to maintain it. In the 19th century, the house had 7 domestic servants. But with 2,000 acres, it also needed a large number of outdoor staff. Our lodge was one of 23 small dwellings built to house them. As well as gatekeepers, the tenants of Longhurst Lodge would have been gardeners and members of their family. I've managed to trace a former resident, Irene Gould. I'm hoping she can give me a picture of what it was like to live there.
I mean, as I understand it, you were the last person ever to live in that lodge, is that right?
Yes, we were, yeah.
That's amazing.
1955 until 1961.
What was life like then at the lodge?
Awful.
It was awful.
Well, I'd gone back in time, hadn't I? Just cold water.
No hot water at all?
No. No electricity, oil lamps, and an outside loo.
And an outside loo. Well, that's compulsory, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Back
yes.
then. Why did you move in there in the first place?
Well, my husband worked for Lord Ennisdale as a gardener. There was 3 of the children, and me and my husband, the 3 boys, because they were only little at the time, slept in one room, and we slept in the other.
5 of you in that tiny little lodge.
Yeah, this is why I can't understand anybody buying it. The rooms were so small.
Fed up of the uncomfortable conditions, Irene and her family eventually moved on. They were the last family to live in the lodge until it was bought by Nik and Vanessa. I was last on site 4 months ago. Since then, Nik and Vanessa have endured a bitter winter at the lodge.
Good morning.
Good morning, George.
Oh, it's lovely to see you walking the plank. The weather has been unbelievably bad recently, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, today it's fantastic. Today's lovely. But this is literally a mud bath.
Yes.
And you've caused some damage. Has there been damage to the building during the bad weather?
We had so much water around the porch it was threatening to come in, so I dug some trenches to take the water away
Which is sensible.
and caught the corner of the building with the digger. It's been difficult.
Sometimes it's, I can't cope with this living anymore. And otherwise, dear God, it's wonderful. Look, what we're doing. It's just fantastic. Pig!
Even the pigs
No.
they're now chewing through the cement mixer cable.
It's like domestic there.
Yeah, just adding the pets to the mix as well doesn't really help, does it, really?
This restoration project has really taken its toll on Nik and Vanessa. And for now, they've taken the decision to put the much-needed extension on hold. Instead, for the rest of the year, they'll focus on the main building to try and make it more comfortable. It's now nearly a year and a half since I first visited Longhurst Gate Lodge. After months of hard graft, I've come to see what Nik and Vanessa's sheer determination has achieved.
Hey, how are you?
All right.
So lovely to see you. You've done it. Well, it looks like
Just
you've done
about.
it. How are you?
Good, pal.
The outside looks absolutely fantastic.
She's pretty.
Unbelievably beautiful.
The first time I saw this building, it was sad and neglected. Now it's been restored back to its original splendour.
My God. I'll tell you what, all the hard work that you've put in to getting the lime washing done and getting the colours on there and getting the roof done, it's absolutely beautiful.
The love and dedication they've put into the fine detail of this building has brought the facade back to life.
It's not really until now that one actually says it is going to be our home, you know? It's actually not a building site anymore.
The new landscaping and surrounding water feature adds to the quirky character of this unusual dwelling, and it now looks as elegant as when it was first built.
Home sweet home. Oh, it's lovely and warm and cosy and snug. It was incredibly homely, actually.
For the first time in its history, this building has all the conveniences of gas, water and electricity. These modern comforts are balanced with traditional materials and craftsmanship.
I remember when this used to be like the chicken house.
That's right.
There was a chicken house in there. That seems like a long, long time ago, actually.
Yeah.
These windows are just fantastic. I mean, you have done such a great job on them.
Oh, you're very kind.
You know, it's been the perfect restoration partnership, hasn't it? From the timber work and the joinery being done by this man, and you doing the fantastic glass. I mean, it really has worked. It really has worked beautifully.
I have to say the whole thing has been a privilege, not a chore. You know, this is not working for money, this is working for love, which is a rare experience.
Can I see the utility space? Is it all
Yeah.
finished and done? Is it looking beautiful or not?
Well, we're getting very close, very close.
That means
Work in
not.
progress.
You're not
but,
quite done. Yeah, you're kind of there. Look at that.
Pretty well.
And it's a bit unfinished in there. It's more storeroom rather than.
It is, yeah.
In fact, you can just get to the loo.
Process of.
So the old bathroom's gone.
Yep.
And the bath was took
Yeah.
out. Where's your new bath? Have you got one yet?
No.
No. We've got a bath, we haven't got a room for it.
Love that.
But we've got friends.
So just go to their house and have a bath there.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, last Christmas, we did actually put the bath that I'm talking about in here, but we can't have it because of all the
Yeah, the
We
utility
actually had
stuff.
the bath in here for a month.
we
too,
did,
didn't
we did.
And then you've taken it out. Now it's a utility room. Now you haven't got a bathroom.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Can we move on? See the rest? So we've got in the living room. Oh, it's so homely.
Where there was once bare bricks and no ceiling is now a cosy and comfortable living room.
Look at that. Oh, and the beautiful fire going as well. Perfect. And I think how many times I've stood in here and it's been cold and damp and the wind blowing through.
laths up across
Yeah,
it.
we were doing
Yeah.
that. We were fitting those through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good day. I love it. It really does feel like proper arts and crafts.
There's more to see upstairs.
Now that is a really beautiful room. It's completely unrecognisable from when I was last here. Yeah, I remember standing here, making a right mess of all that plastering that I was trying to get on there. I'm amazed it actually looks that smooth, because I thought I did a terrible job.
All of the bedroom furniture has been beautifully handmade by Nik and demonstrates his passion for quality craftsmanship. His designs are not only functional, but they're also inspired by details from the original building.
It just feels really homely. Look at that, the roaring fire. Every bedroom should have a fire like that. Look at that.
This Tudor Revival gate lodge has lain derelict for 50 years. But Nik and Vanessa's incredible work means this historic building has been beautifully restored to its former glory.
So I've got a present for you, a book, all about the history and all the research that I've done on this building.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's interesting, you see, because Nick's got skinnier and the pigs have got fatter. You can tell who's been doing the work. And then you two at the end. That just sums you two up.
Very good, very good.
That's for you.
That is brilliant. Thank you very much, George.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Sweetos.
And thank you for being so supportive.
Good health.
I've got another surprise for you.
Oh my God.
What I've got is basically the original handles from the shutters of Bernard's house.
Oh, cracking.
But these are
Beautiful, beautiful.
the original handles off the window shutters, the timber shutters inside of the windows of Bernard's Park. So when that house was burned down and gone in 1979,
look at that, that's something else.
you've got these.
Beautiful. That is
They are
fabulous.
very special. Thank you
They're for
very
you.
much. It's really, really cracking. I appreciate it. That's something for the lodge, isn't it? Eh?
Thank you.
I think you might need a drink.
I think I do.
Cheers again.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Well done. You did it.
Yeah.
All restoration projects take an enormous amount of time, hard work and dedication. But what makes this project so unique is the love, the passion and the care that's gone into every single detail. Nik and Vanessa have painstakingly honoured the finest principles of arts and crafts architecture, and they've not only saved this building for generations to come, but they've also added their chapter to its fascinating history.
It was always Nik and Vanessa's plan to build an extension, but for now they're simply exhausted and are going to take a break until the spring. Although the lodge has no bathroom, it does have a proper kitchen and hot running water. For our restoration warriors, it's comfort for the first time in years. It's taken nearly 4 years of blood, sweat and tears for Nik and Vanessa to turn this derelict Tudor Revival gate lodge in Surrey into a habitable house. But with only 370 square foot of space and no proper bathroom, it's still not quite the home they've been dreaming of. It was always their plan to make it bigger.
They will allow you to do a 40% extension under the conservation guidelines.
Yep, that's right.
After a 6-month breather, the revitalised couple throw themselves back into the project for its final chapter. To build the extension's timber frame, Nik and Vanessa have cashed in their savings and for the first time got help from a team of local builders.
So on the one hand, it's a luxury having people doing it for us, and on the other hand, it's a strain because it never goes fast enough. You want that bath. You need that bath immediately.
With the timber frame in place, it's business as usual as Nik and Vanessa tackle all the remaining work themselves. To match the new building with the old, they've sourced 4,000 reclaimed tiles for the roof and used handmade moulds of the original lodge's podger tree to decorate the extension. As ever, the building process is as important to them as the final outcome. Working side by side, they use every ounce of their creativity and their art and craft skills to push the project on.
The luxury of modern living is nearly upon us. We slowly but surely inch towards the 21st century.
It's been 2 years since I last visited Longhurst Lodge. I'm back to see if the extension works well with the original building and gives Nik and Vanessa the space they need.
It's been too long.
It's been so long.
You will.
Hello.
It's been like nearly 2 years, hasn't it? How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good,
I'm good.
I'll tell you what, there's a few changes out here, isn't
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working hard.
We did one each. Those are the cubes that are waiting there to be turned into the other two.
You
on
turned that
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah.
That is actually quite impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, George.
It looks really lovely. And you've done loads of work out here. Landscaping.
It's coming on.
Where's the pigs?
They're just down there.
Down the hill, yeah.
they're all right.
It's all good.
From the front of the original building, it's difficult to spot what's new. Set at 90 degrees to the entrance, the perfectly proportioned extension seamlessly continues the original roofline. The old lean-to at the back of the lodge has been removed to make way for the new extension, with its steeply pitched Tudor Revival-style gable. This extra space gives them a large living room, a master bedroom, and at last a bathroom. They also have a new patio and garden.
All of that detailing that you've done on there, the joinery work, the plaster work, the rendering, the arch detail that you've copied from the door in the front, all of it looks like it's been there since day one. And it's only the little touches of your clear glass floor on the balcony that make you think, hang on a minute, you know, that's 21st century technology that's managed to weave its way into this restoration project. You couldn't wish for a better restoration extension on a building than that.
Oh, thank you.
It's bloody brilliant.
Upstairs, the new master bedroom is beautifully designed into the roof pitch, with doors leading out to a new balcony.
I mean, this is luxury, this, isn't it?
Well, it is for us, considering we slept in mobile homes with the installation of a rabbit hutch, yeah. It's good.
Now that is pretty cool. It's always a little bit disconcerting stepping out on a clear glass floor, isn't it? But it's really effective. You get all that amazing south light coming through the trees, through the balcony, rather than being obstructed by it, and down into your living space.
Like everything else on this restoration, the balcony was a joint effort. The ornate oak framework was crafted by Nik, and like the rest of the lodge's glasswork, the balcony's 120 panes were handmade by Vanessa.
The thing that I love about this project more than anything else is that you guys have made so much of it, because so many other people could have bought this and would never have done as good a job as you guys have.
Oh, thank God.
It's a quirky house, quirky people.
And there's also a life-changing addition next door.
Look at that.
The bathroom.
You know, for most people it would just be, oh, well, it's a bathroom, you know, with a bath in it and a sink. But for you guys, after what you've been through,
It does help you appreciate it. You've probably noticed how carefully calculated this room is. The bath was bought and then the room was built to fit the bath.
to the millimetre.
To the millimetre, exactly.
But we don't like wasting any space at all.
By the side of the loo. That goes under the step.
It goes under the step.
Under the step.
That's
Exactly.
brilliant.
And the top one?
And this is
Little
our waste,
chute.
our rubbish chute. And there's a bin in the cupboard in there, so everything hides. You keep the
Brilliant.
place as spacious as possible.
Yep.
Building the extension has also allowed them to rework the layout of the original lodge. Their only living space on my last visit has been transformed into a dedicated dining room, with simple natural materials and textbook arts and crafts design touches. Next door, the extension has given Nik and Vanessa a much larger living room. The couple have installed oak framed glass doors to flood the new space with light. Running terracotta tiling from the inside out to the patio makes the room feel even bigger.
When you think about the footprint that you've got on the other side of that wall,
Yeah.
which I love, you know, I mean, it is so cute that you've got all those
Yeah.
tiny little rooms together. But this is a proper living room, isn't it?
Yeah.
It transforms it.
It's not just me who's been enchanted by the lodge's history. Even in their modern extension, Nik and Vanessa can't resist a nod to its past.
You might recognise the knob for a kick-off.
Oh, yes, look at that.
That was what you gave us, yeah. Well, we always think of George's knob as being something special. And all of this was thrown away at some time or another by previous occupants over the 150 years.
You've made a point of taking very ordinary things that are part of the history of the site and made something of it. What a nice touch.
After 5 years of hard graft, Nik and Vanessa have finally overcome this restoration's biggest challenge, making their tiny 19th century gate lodge into a functional 21st century home. Everywhere you look, this once forgotten gem is full of their humour, individuality and craftsmanship. I couldn't resist adding my own final touch.
Yeah, well, that's it. Then turn it back through the 90 degrees and go back down that line again. Better and better. I am just pleased to have a piece of your work to include with ours. Yeah. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for your personal touch. I appreciate it.
It's not bad for an acorn, is it? Where's it going to go? Because I'm left-handed, it should go on the left-hand side.
It's going to go up there.
Is it?
I shall always have my breakfast on the left-hand side.
I've got a tiny little present for you.
Okay.
Don't open it yet. It's only a little something. I thought it was kind of appropriate.
Mrs. Lodge!
Mrs. Lodge.
Oh, whoa. That is absolutely brilliant.
That is wonderful!
No, you've got your bathroom. I thought you needed some really posh towels. How cute is that, eh?
It's really nice.
Many couples would sit back and relax in the luxury of their new home. But for Nik and Vanessa, living and breathing the restoration process has always been as important as the end result.
We've got a lake going down there. We're going to put a houseboat on it. We've got workshops to go. Little shop up the front to sell the honey and the jam and the woodworking and the pottery and the stained glass. And we thought about running classes as well, because we'd like to teach this stuff.
Great.
So that we'll have a studio all kitted up for silver, for glass, for woodworking, for everything.
Yeah, absolutely,
because it's
yeah.
all such fun and everyone can do it.
So there's going to be quite a legacy left behind after this build.
Yes.
It's not going to stop here, that's for sure.
This was such a neglected building that's been lovingly restored by a couple who couldn't have cared for it more. They've managed to strike that wonderful balance of staying true to arts and crafts tradition, while at the same time adding their own modern and creative touches. But this isn't a museum piece or a preserved relic. It's a living, working and evolving piece of unique history. And that's why I love it.